given some assignment. You have been given some assignment, right? Everybody is going to do that assignment mandatorily, and therefore you will need help from inputs from this lecture in order to solve that assignment. Okay, fine. As I told you that there are these websites, the Springer website, Wiley website, Hindavi website, Elsevier website, all these are there. Okay. And I am going to first of all teach you how to do bibliography management. Bibliography management. That means what? During the process of your PhD, you are going to collect various literature. That literature might be book, that literature might be a journal paper, that literature might be a blueprint, that might be an IS code. So many things that you can use or you have to use. And basically because of that, you are going to manage, and that you have to do that. You are going to manage the bibliography using a particular software. Now, essentially speaking, the best software, I mean, so the best paid software, that is not open source software, the best paid software is called EndNote. Now, it is a very expensive one. The time I actually purchased this software, when I purchased this software, uh, when I purchased this software, this cost me around 9,000 rupees, and the latest version of the software is even more expensive. So let us use a bibliographic management software which is cheaper, which is inexpensive. I mean, you don't have to pay anything for that. And you can also synchronize it across various computers if you want, that is. So you can maintain different databases at different computers. You can also maintain the same database in different computers. So let us go to that website. That website is known as Zotero. Okay, so Zotero, Zotero. You can see that on my screen, I believe. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So on my screen, you are seeing Zotero, a personal research assistant. And when you actually go to that website, zotero.org, this will give you access or to a cross-platform software, which is basically running on Macintosh. Those people who are interested in buying a Mac for themselves just to show off. So, who is this? Jagruti Solanke. So those people who are interested in showing off rather, so you can purchase the Macintosh software, or if you are interested in using Linux, so this particular software runs on Linux, on Macintosh, or on Windows, so you can use it on all different platforms. So if you just click download, essentially what will happen, there are two parts of the software. One is the software itself, the management software, the library itself. So the library is on the left side. So you can see Zotero 6 for Mac, it is written here. That library is there on your, I mean, you can download it. So you just click on download and it will download. So now again, I'm telling you, if you are using the Windows platform, you will see the Windows here. If you are using the Linux platform, you will see Linux here on the left side of my screen. That is what I'm saying. So I'm talking about this one. Okay. If you are using Windows, Windows will be displayed here. Anyhow, so you have to click on download and install it, obviously. So first of all, the first thing is you are going to install. Okay, Anuj sir, thank you very much for recording. Okay, fine. So basically, so now what is the basic requirement here? The requirement is that there is a software which is installed on your computer and you are going to use the Firefox browser or the Chrome browser. Correct? Now you need to establish a connection between the browser and the software. Okay. And how do I do that? I can do that using the Zotero connector. All right. So I can use the, I mean, once my software is installed. So let me see how my software looks like. So I can just type here Zotero. So basically, can somebody admit the person waiting in the lobby?
Yes, I'm admitting.
Okay, the software looks like this. Okay, fine. The software looks like this, and you can see. Just a moment. Just do one more thing. Okay, and there you go. Right now, when I'm using this software, you can create your own library. Essentially, this is how the interface will look like. And here on this, you can create your own library, a subdirectory. That is, you have to create a subdirectory. So you can create collections. They are called collections in this particular software. They are collection called collections. So you can maintain different collections, or you can maintain a single collection also. So let me tell you, like for example, if I am talking about my PhD thesis, my entire PhD thesis collection is maintained in this particular, this database. This SGH is the entire PhD thesis collection. So you can see how many papers are there. 1105 number of papers are there in the database itself. All right. So let us talk about creating a new collection for your PhD. Okay. So how do I do that? I have to click on this button, says a new collection, and I type PhD here, suppose. Okay. And I say OK. So what will happen? An empty collection will be created. All right. It is always advisable to create an empty collection rather than something like a global collection. So what I will do is basically create an empty collection. So I've created this empty collection now. Once I've created this empty collection, what do I have to do now? I have to first of all install this connector. So my software is switched on. And in order for this connector to work, you have to first of all install the connector. So I'm going to install the connector now. So I press on this button, and you can see that this particular process is going on. It is saying allow zotero.org to install an add-on. And I say there will be, of course, two options: don't allow. And the second one will say that it is continue to installation. So I'm going to continue to installation, and I say add. And I say OK. So as soon as I add, you will see that this particular Zotero connector icon is added into my Firefox browser. OK, so I am using the Firefox browser here. You can choose to use the Chrome browser. It also works on Chrome. This particular browser also, I mean, there might be some other browsers also which also work, but I am using typically Firefox and Chrome. Okay, so both on Firefox and Chrome, this will work. Okay, now once my software has been installed, now I have to start. Remember that this is my blank collection. Okay, and next thing is I have to start collecting my bibliography. All right, so let us start collecting my bibliography from Science Direct. So I'm going to sciencedirect.com. So let us type sciencedirect.com. Okay, so it is going to open the Science Direct website. So let us see. Science Direct is, we are waiting for Science Direct. Wow, my God. Direct. There you are. Sometimes it works like this. Okay, fine. So in Science Direct, please advise me on what article to search. Let us suppose, for example, I am talking about smart cities. Okay, so let us suppose that there is some person who wants to do research on smart cities, and my job is to collect the database or these list of papers on smart cities. Okay, so smart cities. Okay, let us do that. As soon as I say like this, some of the journals that are available and some of the research papers that are available are now in front of you. Okay, now you see here, look at this particular part here. Now, if you are looking for free papers, okay, you can click on this particular checkbox. Just click on this particular checkbox. All these papers are free of cost. That means you don't have to pay a money, pay a rupee for these particular papers. So let us suppose that we want to extract this particular paper. What is the impact of smart city development? I want to collect this paper, okay, from the bibliography. So let us do that. So I have come to this particular place. What is the impact of smart city development? And what do I want to do? I want to collect this particular paper into my bibliography. All right. So this is right now, as of now, this is completely blank. And I want to insert this particular paper's reference into my bibliography. समझ में आ गया क्या करना है अपन? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
look
Yes.
at look at this Z icon now. Okay, what do I have to do? I will click on this Z icon. Okay. So it will give you first for the first time. If you do that, it will say you have installed a Zotero connection and all that. It is there, and I say you have to say got it. Once that is done, you just press Z. There you are, and remember that your connection PhD is open now, right now, and this particular paper. What has happened here? This particular paper has come here along with the snapshot. Okay, the entire abstract, the list of authors, etc., etc., which you had to type, manually, the entire information metadata regarding this particular software has come into your database. Okay, आपको कुछ नहीं करना पड़ा. Let us go back to Science Direct and look for some other papers. Let us do that. चलो भैया आ जाओ. Okay, some smart city innovators, smarter eco cities and all that. Let us do that. And again, I will do click on this particular click. There you are. Once I clicked it, look at this. The second paper is now here. All right. Again, I can keep on doing this. So, okay, let us do some more searches. Okay. Evaluation model, smart grids and all that kind of things. Click. So let us collect basically. So we are going to collect, say, for example, 4 or 5 references, and okay, and I'm going to do that. So what I would wish is if somebody is actually having time in between, you can also try to collect this database on your own for your particular topic. I'm just giving smart city because it's something a hot topic like that. So it is a smart cities and data fusion. They're talking about some papers and there's some talking about some ideas. So let us collect one more. So that will be the last one. And there you go. So you can see as soon as I click on this particular icon and it says save to Zotero, it is going to the database here. Okay, all the database is now stored here. So 5 papers I have collected, and these 5 papers have now, found themselves inside this particular database. All right, somebody is speaking. I don't know. Till this point, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you see one thing is here. So here there is something called add-on. If you go to this tools menu here, there is something called add-on here. And if you just look at these add-ons, if you have Microsoft Office installed, or if you have LibreOffice installed, LibreOffice is the free version of Office. Okay, it is of course not the same software. It's a free version. So there they have installed these extensions into that software itself. Okay, so we will see where what has happened. We will see what has happened. So please see this, that once I'm going to the Word, okay, so somebody is not able to log in.
Yes, sir. Vishaka Sherke. She is not able to log in, sir.
Yeah, trying to log in from multiple places, I believe. So anyhow, so let us go into Word now. So into Word, okay, now don't be afraid of whatever I'm showing you. It's a different version of Word. The icons are the same. Okay, it's a different version of Word. That's it. The icon, मतलब ये sir ये कौन सा क्या है? You look at the icons, right? So I'm going to use an empty document. So this is the empty document icon. So I'm going to start a new empty document, right? Okay. So I am just, you are able to see my Word document, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is my empty document. And what I want to do is, first of all, I will show you कि हो क्या रहा है. Okay. So now I have got this Zotero database with me. So remember, one paper is Smarter Eco Cities. And I have got this Word document which is empty. Now remember, because you have installed the Zotero extension from the Zotero software, now Zotero extension matlab ye wala, tools mein gaye, add-ons mein gaye. So we have installed this add-on into the Word software, because if you do that, so what has happened is Zotero tab appears in this particular Word. All right. So whatever version of Word you are using, probably Microsoft Office 2007 won't work with this. But if you are working anywhere after Microsoft Office 2013, Zotero is going to work very fine. So Zotero tab has now appeared here. Now please understand that there are following steps that you have to take. What are the steps? I am going to type the steps first of all. So first is set document references. So what does it mean? This means format for reference. Okay. So the format for references can be any of the following. So let us see what it is. Okay. Now, if I click on document references, a menu will open. Now, this particular menu is open. Are you able to see this menu right now? Are you able to see
Yes, sir.
this?
Yes,
So
sir.
what are these? What are basically these? American Chemical Society. So suppose you are writing for a journal of the American Chemical Society. Suppose you are writing for a journal, Applied Geomatics. It's a Springer journal. Okay, if you are writing for this document, it is possible to have the referencing in the format which is required for that particular journal. It is possible to do that. So let us suppose that there is a journal called Tribology, and I don't find tribology here. See, the by default tribology is not mentioned here, isn't it? So how do I include the references for tribology? How do I do that? I will just click on this manage style. So once I do that, so this thing will open and you can go to get additional styles. There you are, and you can search tribology. So those people who are into from mechanical engineering will recognize that there is this journal called Journal of Tribology. All right, Tribology, Journal of Tribology, Tribology International, Tribology Letters. This is there, and those people who are not from mechanical engineering will would like to know, may like to know that tribology means that you are, when you are talking about wear and tear of various things, interaction between various surfaces, that is where the tribology is from. Okay, please correct me if I am wrong, RB Patil sir. So suppose, for example, I want to add the referencing format. Now, this is how the referencing format of tribology is. And suppose I want to add this. So just click on this and it will be added into the list of citation, the style manager. It will be added into the style manager. So, but anyway, let us suppose, for example, अभी जैसे देखिए यहाँ पे इंटरनेशनल जर्नल ऑफ रिमोट सेंसिंग है. I wrote for this paper. I wrote for this journal. So that is the reason I have this International Journal of Remote Sensing there. Okay, so let us suppose that I want to use a journal format. This is called American Psychological Association. So if you see in your assignment, there is something given as APA format, APA format. This APA format is nothing but American Psychological Association. So if you just select, you have to just select this. Okay. So similarly, and select this and I close this and I will go back to my Word. There you go. In Word, I just click on document preferences and I have to select American Psychological Association. So, and I'm going to say OK. So once I do that, I have set my document preferences. OK. Number two, what do I have to do? Number two is I have to add edit citation. OK. So add edit citation. And number three, I have to do add bibliography. Please note that this is what you have to do. Okay, these are the steps that you have to follow in Word. So first of all, we go to document preferences. We set the format for references. Number two, I am going to add the citation for the paper which is there in my database. And number three, I am going to add bibliography or list of references. That is, I am saying list of references. All right. So this is the order that you have to follow. Okay, so let us add the paper that we have, the first paper. You see, Smarter Eco Cities. I want to add this paper into my document. How do I do that? Smarter Eco City. Okay, fine. So let us see. I just type, I click here and I want to add that Smarter Eco City. So just type Smarter. So you can see that this Smarter Eco Cities appears here. Click on this. So what has happened? It is appearing as Bibri et al. 2024. Okay, it is appearing like that. Just press enter. So this particular paper will be cited in your document. This is called citing in the document. Has mentioned that. Okay, so what I have to do is authors mention that something something. Okay, something that is being said and okay, so I have some comment is being made by the author. So I'm going to cite the authors and I'm going to say put a full stop here last at the end. So I made a sentence. All right. Now this is how it is done. Now after I have added sentence, so let us further some more researchers. So you are going to write like this. Some more researchers say that something, and I'm going to add more papers like what is the impact of smart city. So I'm going to add that what is the impact of smart city into my document. Let us do that. Add edit bibliography. Oh, sorry, Control Z. Sorry, Control Z. I'm going to add edit citation. What? So what is the impact of smart city development? And I just click here. So that is there. In contrast, I'm going to add some of the authors. So I'm just giving you the idea of how to write a literature review, not the approach wise or not paper wise. You have to compare what people have said in one way and the other way, supporting manner or the opposing manner. So remember that in the first lecture that we were talking about people love controversies. People love reading the fact that there are researchers with opposing views on the same topic. People love doing that. Why? Because that will help them learn. Okay, so that will also help them appreciate multiple viewpoints in science. So that is one of the things that people love doing, and that is the reason why I'm telling you to write like this. So I'm giving you an example. What happened during my PhD is that I had to take feedback, qualitative feedback from from the students of civil engineering department on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay. Now the point is, when I am taking feedback on a scale of 1 to 10, so 1 to 10 is not the only scale. There is a scale which is 1 to 5. There are scales which are 1 to 7, and there are scales which are 1 to 10. So now the question is, if in my final defense, people ask me this question, which scale do you think is better for you? So I have to be able to answer that question. I have used 1 to 10. That is the best scale. That's not a good answer. So I have to evaluate and justify in my research that there are people who have opined that 1 to 5 is good. There are people who have opined that 1 to 7 is good. There are people who said that, look, if I use a 1 to 5 scale or a 1 to 7 scale, my data is going to become biased, and therefore 1 to 10 scale is better. I have read such papers where people have contrastingly argued on the number of points in a scale in which you grade qualitative, if you in which you award qualitative grading. And so therefore you have to read multiple perspectives on the same topic. Okay. Similarly, so like for example in smart cities, the people are saying कि बाबा इतनी गरीबी है, smart cities क्यों बनाना है? And people say इतना पानी की कमी है तो smart cities क्यों बनाना है? People are saying that. People are also writing papers on that. Okay. And there are people who are saying that, look, if I develop the smart cities, and because the smart cities are being developed for everybody, so these people who are suffering will have an additional advantage for life. So there are people who are saying that. So that is the reason why you have multiple perspectives on the same topic. So similarly, for multiple perspectives on the same topic, we are going to say, okay, we are going to refer. So I'm going to add one more, let us say I am going to add one more what? Paper, evaluation. All right. So let me add evaluation here, evaluation. So, okay, so there are multiple papers on evaluation, it means. Oh, so let us see, and this here is smart city construction. Okay, mention or smart city construction efficiency. There you go. Right. So I have got like this. Say that. So I'm just trying to give you that contrasting arrangement mechanism. So this is how you write. And now once you have inserted all your references, you are supposed to generate the bibliography. So once I say add edit bibliography, and the bibliography is added, you see the bibliography is added. Now what is happening? What is something which is very, very interesting is, suppose you are writing a paper, you have written a journal paper, and the thing is that your journal paper has been submitted to a journal. You are going to submit to a journal, of course, for peer review. Once you submit for peer review, you then realize that the journal finds, Baba, this paper is not in our scope, so you cannot publish in this journal. You should publish in some other journal. That is one of the troubles that people have. I have had that trouble. I submitted a paper to a journal. When the journal's author says, the journal editor says that, look, you cannot publish in this journal because it does not fit in the scope of it. So it is going to happen. It happens in mechanical engineering, it happens in electrical engineering, everywhere it happens. So if you go for another journal, what is going to happen? It might it might so happen that this particular journal has a different referencing format. And if there is a different referencing format, do I actually type the entire document again? So no. Let me tell you, this very interesting part is let me tell you this, that you don't have to do this in different referencing again. Let me change my document preferences again. So in my document preferences, let us suppose that I say select IEEE. Suppose, just for the sake of example, I am saying I select IEEE. Okay, and I click OK. Once I do that, you see what has happened. The entire format of the references have changed. Okay, earlier they were in some different format. They had some different italicization, bold, etc., etc. And you can also say, for example, let me evaluate some more. Okay, so Elsevier hardware, for example. So let me Elsevier hardware, and I say okay. And once I do that, look here, the formatting is changing once, again and again. So what I am saying is, you don't really need to change your paper or customize your paper for different publishers. This particular software is going to reformat your documents for you. Is that clear? समझ में आया क्या? Please ask me again if there is any confusion.
फिर
Hello.
एक बार शॉर्ट में रिपीट कर सकते प्लीज, बहुत कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है.
Okay. Okay. Somebody is again waiting in the lobby, I believe.
Sir, I admit several times when she is not able to join.
Okay. Fine. So let me do this again. I will delete the entire thing, right? So I've deleted the entire thing. I am now going to start from scratch. Okay? खाली है. तो मेरा aim क्या है? What is my aim? What is my aim here? Understand the referencing format. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what do I have to do now? The first thing, go to Zotero tab. Okay? Go to Zotero tab. अब लिख लो आप. So Zotero tab where? This is the Zotero tab. All right? The first thing that you have to do is go to Zotero tab. Then you are going to say set document preferences. Okay. Add the citation. Then add the bibliography. Okay. ये मेरे steps है. Are these steps clear? So first of all, Zotero tab में गए. You see the Zotero tab here? Hello.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So this
Yes.
is the Zotero tab. All right. So what I'm going to say is, if you are going to the Zotero tab, you must see these things. That is, you are going to see this basically. All right.
Okay, sir.
That is what I'm saying. So now you are saying setting the document preferences. What is document preference? Document preference means you have to click on this particular icon. Which particular icon? I'm talking about this icon. Okay. So this one. You see this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now, if I go to document preferences, what will happen? I should see this particular, menu or window. I should see this menu or window. Okay. And here I have to select any of the journal formats. So please tell me if there is any journal that you know. Say, for example, AC Journal of Structural Engineering is there. Okay. So, and you
Yes.
cannot find it here. आपको दिख नहीं रहा इधर.
हाँ.
Okay. So what you have to do? Go to manage styles. Okay. So once you go to manage styles, you are going to get to this window, and I am saying get additional styles. Suppose you can, okay, so just suppose ASCE. If I just say, so ASCE, SME, okay. So American Society for Civil Engineers. You want to just click here and the ASCE journal is added here. Do you see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once I have added this here, what I have to do is, suppose you are happy with the existing ones. So let us suppose that American Society of Civil Engineers. I'm going to select this, correct? When I
Yes.
select this, so I'm going to, when I'm saying, when I'm selecting this, so you have to select this particular format. So select output format. So where? Here. Okay. So you have selected here, isn't it? Now you are going to add the citations. So where are you going to add the citations from? You are going to add the citations from Zotero.
Zotero.
So,
Yes.
yes. Now this Zotero has to be on, then only you can add the citations, right? The Zotero has to be switched on, first of all. So
Okay.
Zotero, once it is on, so let me just type this one and I type the smart. Okay, as soon as I do that, so just type smart. So this smarter eco cities is the smart thing. And smart cities and disaster risk recognition, second thing. So let us suppose, for example, I want to add this particular document, the scheme metal document. Click here. The scheme metal has been added to this. Okay, let me add one more. Let us suppose I want to add one more. Again, type smarter. Okay. So and one more added. So this two papers are added now. So first of all, you type all your paper. Hello, somebody is paying seconds. You type the entire paper, put in your citations, and then after you have completed all that, you have to add the bibliography. How to add the bibliography? Remember, sorry, adding the bibliography matlab you have to click on this particular icon. कौन सा icon? ये वाला icon. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So if I click on this icon, click in. What is going to happen? The entire set of the references, two citations I have made, basically based on your document preferences, two citations will be added. One moment, it is going to add. Slowly it is coming. Okay, so by the time it adds, I will also show you this one. So remember, this is LibreOffice. Again, in LibreOffice, there is something called a writer. The LibreOffice Writer is for typing your documents. And in LibreOffice Writer also, there are these icons. Okay, similar icons here. Again, I will just going to zoom in for those people who can't see what is happening. So let us see. If you are seeing on the mobile, I'm talking about these icons. You are seeing these icons there. ये वाले जो icons है. Okay, ये यही बड़े
Yes,
icons है.
yes.
Okay, ये यही वाले बड़े वाले icons है. Okay, now what do I have to do? Quit. Okay, okay. So now what do I have to do is I have to click on this particular icon here. So I'll click again the same thing. It is, I, sorry for that. Okay. Okay. So again, it's the same thing. I'm just going to click here. And again, I am going to select this American Society of Civil Engineers or American Psychological Association. And I'm going to click OK. And again, I can add edit citation. As you see, can you add edit this one, this particular icon. So I'll just add edit citation. Again, it happens smarter. Is the procedure is the same, right? And then OK. Again, let us suppose that I type something. I'm just going to type the paper like that. And I want to add one more citation. Say I just type smart. So smart ecosystem, in the same paper now. Smart cities, and okay. So two papers now added. Once it is added, what we have to do is add edit bibliography. Again, add edit bibliography is this particular icon. So this is the one. I add edit bibliography. The bibliography is added like this. The process of Microsoft Word and the process of LibreOffice is exactly the same. इसमें कहीं कोई problematic नहीं है. Whether you are using Windows or whether you are using Macintosh, the process remains exactly the same, whatever you want to do. If I want to change the format, again, if I want to change the format of the references, I go here, click here, and let us suppose that I select another particular journal, say applied geomatics. I just click here. It will automatically change how the references look like. Okay. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. I go to IEEE and I say OK. So it will become C1 and 2. Okay. The citations have also become 1 and 2. It is how it works. Is this clear?
Yes, sir, it is clear.
Okay. सो आई होप ये अभी ठीक है. ये हो गया अपना काम. ये क्या क्या हो गया? हाउ टू मैनेज योर बिब्लियोग्राफी. नाउ वन मोर थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू शो यू हियर. If your paper is open access, happens to be open access, what has happened here? This particular software also downloads the paper for you. If your paper is open access, if it is not open access, it will not download. Okay, so look here, this end. Okay, so say for example, this paper has not been downloaded. This paper has not been downloaded, but this paper has been downloaded. So you can click on this. If you click here, you can actually read the paper right here. You can also make annotations, underline, highlight, etc., etc. inside the software itself. And you can, like for example, you can just do that. Okay, so you can make annotations, underlining, and you can color in different ones. So दो मतलब जिसको जैसा पसंद है, basically ऐसा कर सकता है ये, ऐसा है ना. So you can actually do the underlining, coloring, highlighting, whatever helps you to remember what you have read in the document. So this is a nice digital way to, to maintain your bibliographic database. That is what I'm trying to say here. Okay. So if your paper is open access, because of the internet speed, some problems are there. Because of the internet speed, some of the papers were, I mean, all of the papers that were there are open access, but they have not been downloaded. So let us try to see, because we have used this Science Direct. Let us go to some other sites, like for example Springer Link. Okay, Springer Link. If I just type that, so and then to go to Springer Link. Springer Link is the place where you can find papers from Springer. All right. See, discover open access on that is all there. Say, okay. So let us go back now. So, and I'm trying to find, say, smart cities. Okay. So smart cities are catchy words. So you can, oh, Baba, Bapre. So whatever it is, this is, you can see that this is something written like book here. So this is all book. So those people who are interested in talking about books here, and you can add this book to your references also. Okay. Uh, so let us try to add this book to our reference. So remember that what you have to do, you have to go to Zotero and click here. And okay, so you can select, like for example, there are multiple papers in this book, right? So with a book, what is advantage? What is the current advantage is you can add the entire book, and you can also add individual papers in that book. That is very interesting here. Okay, so if I say select all, it will add the book as well as individual papers in that book and say okay. And so remember what is going to happen now. So the entire book with its PDF, if it is open, now look here. This entire book is now available to you. All the papers, all the metadata has been downloaded into your database. Look here. Okay, that is very interesting. This entire book is also there, and the individual papers that are there in that book, that has also been added into this particular system. So that is how the thing works for Zotero and Spring Learning. So you can, as you can see, this full text PDF is showing cross. It is showing cross, right? A cross means that this data is, this paper is not available. One of the papers, they one probably one of this particular, the front matter, which is free of cost, that particular paper is downloadable. So that is the reason it has downloaded. All right. So otherwise, sorry, otherwise it will not download. Okay. Please give me a moment, and please give me a moment. There is a hello. हाँ मैडम मैं क्लास ले रहा हूँ. हाँ, मैं क्लास में ही ले अभी यहाँ पे ले रहा हूँ. आपको कौन चाहिए, क्या चाहिए, कौन सी? अच्छा, ओके ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, मैं वो कर देता हूँ. ओके ओके. सारे फैकल्टी का मेंबर ले चाहिए क्या? तो फिर मला कळालं काय आहे. मी मेल बघतो, नंतर तुम्हाला रिस्पॉन्ड करणार. ठीक आहे. ओके ओके. ओके. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So, okay, fine. Let us now the deep dive into word now. Okay, deep dive into word. अगर मुझे word में paper type करना है, या suppose for example मुझे एक ऐसा let us suppose that मुझे एक report type करना है. Okay, project report I want to type. So how do I do this project report in Microsoft Word? That is one thing. Number two, एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग बात है कि हम जब टाइप करते हैं तो लोग बोलते हैं कि भैया जो तुम्हारा डॉक्यूमेंट है उसका जो टाइटल है वो इस फॉन्ट का होना चाहिए, जो तुम्हारा सेक्शन का टाइटल है वो इतना फॉन्ट का होना चाहिए. यू रिमेंबर दैट मेनी पीपल
Yes,
हैव
sir.
गॉन थ्रू दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग ना, कि ये इतने फॉन्ट का चाहिए, वो उतना फॉन्ट का चाहिए, ये इटैलिक्स में चाहिए, ये अंडरलाइन में चाहिए, ये ब्लू में चाहिए, ये रेड में चाहिए. यू हैव ऑल
Yes.
सीन दैट, करेक्ट? नाउ द पंगा इज कि भैया ये फॉर्मेट करते करते तो हम सिलेक्ट करेंगे ना. द टिपिकल मेथड इज व्हाट पीपल डू, दे विल सिलेक्ट कंट्रोल सी, they will select this, and they will press one button, and they might forget in one place. ऐसा हो सकता है, which it can happen, and it happens. So let me tell you a brilliant technique with which, okay, you can generate your table of contents, your table of figures, your list of tables, whatever it is, automatically, and you don't have to spend any मतलब मेहनत except typing your own document. आपको कुछ नहीं करना, you just type your own document, except that you have to do nothing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take matter, some matter from which, I mean, I have to have some text, right? So for some text, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Wikipedia. Let us suppose I'm going to Wikipedia, and from Wikipedia I will copy Control C and I'll put it here. Please don't do that. I'm just going to do that for demonstration purpose. Huh? Please don't copy from Wikipedia and paste into your document. Don't do that. पर मैं सिर्फ demonstration करने के लिए कर रहा हूँ. All right. So I need to have some text. That's the reason. Okay. Now, in Wikipedia, there will be some sections, there will be some subsections or subsection titles, etc. etc. चाहिए. Okay. So let us suppose that I am trying to write a paper. Okay, fine. So in a paper, as I told you earlier, in the recall the earlier two lectures. In the earlier two lectures, earlier three lectures rather, I have talked about what are the parts of a research paper. So what are the parts of a research paper? Okay, fine. First of all, the title of the paper. The paper. Okay. Next is introduction. Introduction. Okay. Next is literature review. Okay. Next is materials and methods. Some people call it methodology. I prefer to use materials and methods. Okay. Next is results and discussion. Next is conclusions and future scope. People, do you recognize these titles? All right. I hope you recognize these titles, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. अब हम क्या करेंगे, बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग बात है कि somebody has decided कि भैया पेपर के अंदर उसका टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट भी चाहिए। सपोज कुछ भी हो सकता है, कोई कैसा भी पागल हो सकता है। तो टाइटल ऑफ द पेपर जो है, तो यहाँ पे देखो आपका जो वर्ड है ना, इधर यू सी दिस पर्टिकुलर एरिया, यू सी दिस पर्टिकुलर एरिया,
Yes, sir.
this
Yes.
particular area is of your great use. It has got some predefined formats. It has got some predefined formats and you have to use these. Okay. अच्छा ये standard है यहाँ पे. In Word when you are typing, these are standards. Okay. Can I change those standards? Yes, of course I can do that. So anyway, so let me fill in some text now. Hello. Let me fill in some text now. Okay, I will go to Wikipedia, say Wikipedia and smart cities. I'm going to type there. So let me see. And then some introduction is given here. Okay, so I'm just going to copy. Please don't do this in your work. ये copy paste नहीं करने का. I'm just doing it for demonstration. So I'm going to do the introduction and I'm going to paste the text that I've obtained from there. Okay. So this is the text that I've got. Now let us talk about literature review. Some text is going to be there. So let us see. Okay, some literature reviews here. Okay. So let me copy from here. I'm just using this method to control C from here. And again, I'm coming back and I'm going to paste some data here. There you go. Okay, some of the things, some literature review have been pasted here. Now, again, I'm in materials and methods. I'm going to again get some more text. Let me get some text first of all. So look here. So I have got some text here, Control C, and then let me do it again. So I'm just pasting some text now. Okay, right? Again, for results and discussion, let me paste some text again. कुछ ले ले तो और text ले लेते हैं अच्छे से. So let us suppose that this is the text. Control C from here. And let me put the text now. There you go. Okay. And then some conclusions. I'll put some text now from conclusion. Okay, let me go to some place where the continuous text is there. So let me that one. Control C, and then I'm there. So conclusions and futures. So I've added all the data or so the text. Let us suppose that you have all this particular text and you need to first of all set the title of the paper. You have to number this 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. Okay, and then I will just put like this. Okay, all that is there. So the title of the paper. Okay, just click on this. It is going to come like this. So let me name the title. Put the name of the title. Just say smart cities. Let us suppose this is the title of the paper. Okay, and then this one introduction, I am going to put it as header one. See, if you use your Word document, you will see heading one here. it shows in a different language, but this is nothing but your heading 1. Okay, so we put heading 1. But remember that I have to use this mechanism so that I can generate my table of contents. So I've just used heading 1 here. Again, for literature review, I'm going to put heading 1 here. Again, for materials and method, so I'm going to do heading 1 here. And for results and discussion, I'm going to do heading 1 here. And for conclusions and future scope, I'm also going to do heading 1. Now, see what happens if I do heading 1, heading 1. What happens? Okay. Now let us understand what happens with if I do this heading 1, heading 1 thing. I can go to this tab called references. Okay. So this references tab is there. In the references tab, there is this particular icon. So let me actually highlight this icon here. ये मैं थोड़ा सा अगर जिनको दिख नहीं रहा है, I am going to put this tab here. Okay. You have to go to this icon. You are able to see this icon?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो ये जो ताबले दे मातियर लिखा हुआ है, उस पर ध्यान मत दीजिए. This is nothing but your table of contents. Okay, this table of contents. So it is found in the references tab and it is known as table of contents. So don't bother about what here language क्या है, जो जान दो. The same icon is there. Okay, so you have to click on this icon and this icon will give you something very interesting. कैसा interesting? आप क्लिक तो करो, ऐसा ही क्लिक करो और यहां पे क्लिक करो. Look what has happened. Please tell me what has happened.
Table of content आ गया.
Your table of content is now there present in the document. आपको कुछ नहीं करना पड़ा. So let us suppose, for example, I just do some naughty things and I push this introduction into some different page. लेकिन यहाँ पे तो introduction 1 पे ही है, isn't it? So what do? I have to just right click on this and I will say I have to update the entire table. So this is basically update the table. I just update this table and says update entire table and okay. So what happens is automatically this particular page number are going to be updated automatically. आप कुछ भी बीच में टाइप करते रहो, ये पेज नंबरिंग ऑटोमेटिकली अपडेट होगा when you update the table. Okay. So it is possible to update the table by right clicking on the table and then say update the table. Update fields, it is what is written here. Okay, don't bother about the language. It is written update field. Okay, so once you update the field, this particular list of contents are going to be updated. All right. Now suppose for example, अब मेरे पास एक heading 2 है. Okay, let's suppose for example in literature review, some definitions and I'm just going to type some arbitrary random text. So this is, let us suppose this is heading 2. Okay, so what will happen? Heading 2 कर देते. Let us go to this and I'm going to say heading 2. So देखो ये heading 2 किया. Now heading 2 करने पे what will happen here? I am going to again update this table and look what happens very carefully. I just update this table, update all the table and say okay, and look, this heading 2 is also included in your table of contents. It is possible to select heading 2 चाहिए, heading 3 चाहिए, heading 4 चाहिए, heading 10 चाहिए. It is possible to do that in this table of content, customized table of content. It is possible. By default, up to 3 levels आता है. Okay? Up to 3 levels आता है. That means heading 1, heading 2 and heading 3. Up to 3 levels आता है. Correct? Now, one thing is very interesting. अभी उसको क्या है कि ये नंबरिंग होना चाहिए. Now you see, when you are writing a paper, you would rather like that introduction has to be numbered 1.0 or rather 1, huh? And then your heading 2 will be labeled. Like for example, this one, this is section 2. This is your section 2. This should be 2.1. Essentially, that is how it should be numbered. But right now, that is not, no numbering is there, right? Right now, no numbering is there. So what to do? So now let us attribute some numbering into it. अब वो कैसे करते हैं वो देखेंगे. Look here into this particular area. Okay, please look here into this area. So I am going to again cut and paste this particular thing. Look here. So please see. ये दिख रहा है आपको? ये दिख रहा है?
यस सर, दिख रहा है।
This one, this one. I'm saying this one.
हाँ, नंबर इंपॉर्टेंट
The third
दिख रहा
one.
है।
Okay. The
वन
third
ए
one.
आई समथिंग, यस
Yes,
सर।
1AI. Yes. Okay, 1AI. So now you are going to click on this 1AI and it is going to give you some brilliant things. So you have to put your cursor here. First of all, first requirement is put your cursor here. Okay, beside introduction. And now you am going to click on this 1AI. ये साइड में जो एरो है उसको दिखाएंगे. So now you see यहाँ पे heading 1, heading 2 ऐसा नंबरिंग है. ये क्या हो गया? ये 1 हो गया. ऑटोमेटिकली यू सी हियर ये 2 हो गया. ऑटोमेटिकली यू सी 2. मैंने ये टाइप किया था क्या? प्लीज टेल मी, मैंने टाइप किया था कि नहीं किया था?
नहीं,
आई
नहीं किया
डिड
था
नॉट
सर।
टाइप एनीथिंग. आई डिड नॉट डू एनीथिंग. ये ऑटोमेटिक हो गया है. ओके, नाउ सी दिस मटेरियल मेथड. मैंने वहां टाइप नहीं किया था ना. इट हैज ऑटोमेटिकली हैपेंड. ऑलराइट. सो
यस सर।
let us suppose I just want to apply technological propagation. If I want to do that and I want to put it as heading 2, it will automatically become 3.1. मैंने यहाँ कुछ नहीं किया. It has automatically become like that. All right.
यस सर।
Now let us see. Now it is very interesting. आपको बोला जाता है कि भैया ये जो आपका जो टेक्स्ट है इसका जो फॉन्ट है. नाउ आई हैव टू ऑफ कोर्स आई हैव टू अपडेट दिस. देखो यहाँ इंट्रोडक्शन में 1 आया था. यहाँ पे ये लिटरेचर रिव्यू में 2 है. नाउ लुक दिस 1 and 2 आर नॉट अपीयरिंग हियर. व्हाट टू डू? सो राइट क्लिक अगेन, अपडेट द फील्ड एंड देन अपडेट एंटायर टेबल एंड आई से ओके लुक हियर 1 2.1 सब आ रहा है. राइट? Okay. Now what has been told to you? Let us see. Usually when I click here, look here, it is written as normal. Okay. What do I have to do? There are two options, of course. But what do I have to do if suppose I want all my text to be in Times New Roman? And please remember, if I select the text, सारा गुड़ गोबर हो जाएगा. सही बता रहा हूँ. हिंदी का प्रॉवर्ब ये सारा गुड़ गोबर होना. मतलब all the hard work that I have done, it will go to the drain. That is सारा गुड़ गोबर होना. So I don't have to control A, control C and control V, whatever it is. मैं वो नहीं करूंगा. Without doing that, I want to transform my entire text to Times New Roman 12 point and my line spacing should be 1.15. Okay, that is what I am going to do. और justified होना चाहिए. देखो right side में जो है justification नहीं है कि नहीं? So I have to do this. How do I do it? Okay, and in one click, the entire document should be in Times New Roman. I don't want to do this control A business. So let us try. So I'm going to go to this particular area. यहाँ दिख रहा है normal. एक minute. Can I just do that? Please see this particular icon.
दिख रहा है सर नॉर्मली।
There are two icons here. Okay. This is the normal one. And this is the, I mean, whatever it is saying, no line spacing. That is what it means. Sans linea. That means no line spacing. Okay. So there are two. If you open your Microsoft Word right now, you will see two things here. One is normal and one is without line spacing, no line space. That is what it's showing. So basically it's just saying in some different language. Anyway, so what I have to do, let us see. Okay. So what I'm going to do, right click here. I'm going to right click here and I'm going to click on modify. Use this is modify. So I'm going to modify. Once I modified, यहाँ देखो, यहाँ पे फॉर्मेट है. ये कौन सा फॉन्ट है, कौन सा साइज है, ये सब लिखा हुआ है. तो मैं पहले करूंगा इसको जस्टिफाई. ओके, ये जस्टिफाई हो गया. ओके, उसकी जो लाइन स्पेसिंग है, ये लाइन स्पेसिंग में 1.5 सेट कर देता हूं. नेक्स्ट, आई एम गोइंग टू सेट दिस फॉन्ट टू टाइम्स न्यू रोमन. तो ये टाइम्स न्यू रोमन में अपन सेट करेंगे. सो लेट मी सी टाइम्स न्यू रोमन. कर दिया टाइम्स न्यू रोमन में. ऑलराइट. So, and I put it justification times one. This is the color of the font. I put it back. All right, and all that is there, and I say okay. Once I said okay, look here what has happened. The entire document, without doing the selection and conversion, it has become in Times New Roman. हुआ कि नहीं हुआ?
हो गया सर. टाइम्स न्यू रोमन भी हुआ, जस्टिफाई भी हुआ
Justify
और
भी हो गया.
12 भी. यस.
हाँ, so this is the interesting part of Microsoft Word. Now ये हो गया. Okay. Now what ये जो अपना है, ये जो क्या है, ये जो सेक्शन का टाइटल है, this section title, what do I want this section title should be in. ये देखो, अभी एक प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ये इसका जो इसका ये कर देता हूँ. So now it will become one. Now I want this particular title to appear in what format? In Arial 16 point bold. Suppose, हाँ, ये जो सारे हेडिंग 1 दिख रहे हैं, एरियल 16 point bold, ये करना है मुझे. ओके. सो व्हाट डू आई हैव टू डू? प्लीज टेल मी क्या कर सकता हूं. आई हैव टू गो टू दिस हेडिंग 1.
हेडिंग
आई
1,
हैव टू
हेडिंग 1
राइट
में
क्लिक.
जाके. यस.
राइट क्लिक करो, मॉडिफाई.
मॉडिफायर.
मॉडिफाई करे. उसके बाद इसको यहाँ पे करो. यहाँ सिलेक्ट करो
एरियल.
एरियल. यहाँ सिलेक्ट करो एरियल. ये एरियल है. बोल्ड. तो दिस इज बोल्ड. ये जो जी दिख रहा है बोल्ड है. वो छोड़ दो, मेरे वर्ड में वो जी में ही बोल्ड है. एनीवे, बोल्ड. एंड देन डाउन, and then I put it as black. Okay, black bold and all that. And I am going to say okay. So look here what has happened. ये bold हो गया. Now please see, नीचे वाले भी bold हो गए. दिख रहा है क्या? मैंने इंडिविजुअली पकड़ के बोल्ड किया
यस
क्या?
सर. नहीं.
हाँ, नीचे वाले भी बोल्ड हो गए. अब क्या बोल्ड नहीं हुआ? प्लीज टेल मी व्हाट हैज नॉट बिकम बोल्ड.
हेडिंग
यस,
2
हेडिंग
सर.
2 बोल्ड
टाइटल
नहीं
2.
हुआ.
हाँ.
हेडिंग 2 बोल्ड नहीं हुआ है. तो हेडिंग 2 बोल्ड कैसे होगा? अगेन यू हैव टू
फिर से
मॉडिफाई द
मॉडिफाई करना
फॉन्ट फॉर
पड़ेगा.
1.2. ओके, राइट, मॉडिफाई. तो मॉडिफाई नहीं, इसको जब अपन क्या करेंगे, राइट क्लिक हियर, एरियल बनाना है, बनाओ एरियल. ये 13 पॉइंट रहने दो, बोल्ड भी कर दो, इटैलिक्स भी कर दो. इसका कलर जो है इसको ब्लैक कर दो. एंड ओके, एंड आई से ओके. तो नाउ लुक हियर, 2.1 हो गया बोल्ड इटैलिक्स. प्लीज सी अनदर जगह पे मैंने एक यहाँ पे 2 और बनाना, ये बोल्ड इटैलिक्स हो गया. ये मैंने पकड़ के किया था क्या? नहीं. It happens automatically. And that is the beauty of this particular software. Okay. Now what I was saying is, now this paper is ready. Now your paper, the main text of the paper is ready. At this point of time, you can insert your references also. And then आपका bibliography का पूरा list अपना तैयार हो जाएगा. वो जो अपन ने पहले किया था, वो सेम चीज यहाँ पे करते हैं. Let us suppose, for example, I want to go to this Zotero, and then say document preferences, and I am going to, okay, select this American Society of Civil Engineers, say okay, and I am going to insert this citation. I'll just say smarter, so something is going to come, and I say okay. Now the citation has come here. So मैं कहीं और जाता हूँ, कहीं पे और जाता हूँ. कहाँ पे जाता हूँ मैं? कहीं पे और जाऊँ. There you go. Added citation. So echo, and let us suppose, for example, this one, and I say okay. So I have inserted another citation here. So once I have done that, what do I have to do? I have to go to the end of the document, and I have put added bibliography, and this entire bibliography is also typed along with my document. Okay, so the list of references is also ready. तो मेरा डॉक्यूमेंट ऐसे ही तैयार हो जाता है. करेक्ट हो गया मेरा तैयार. ये सारे मेरे टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट भी अपडेट हो गए. करेक्ट. नाउ लेट अस सी. अब आप बोलेंगे कि भाई इन माय थीसिस I remember that I had put the list of figures also. I remember that I put the list of tables also. किया था कि नहीं किया था? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So let us put in some figures. क्या करूंगा? Let us put in some
Figures.
figures. Okay? तो हम ले लेंगे, कुछ फिगर्स ले लेंगे. चलो हम इंटरनेट पे जाते हैं, कुछ फिगर्स ढूंढते हैं. ठीक है? So let us suppose I find a figure. Say Donald Duck. Okay? ट्रंप नहीं ढूंढते अपन, डोनाल्ड डक ढूंढते हैं. Okay? So let us suppose this and copy image करते हैं यहाँ से. And I will go into this particular area and I'll paste the image here. So the Donald Duck का image आ गया यहाँ पे. ओके, आ गया ना? तो हमने उसको resize कर देना है. So I'm going to resize the image now. Okay, let us do that. Okay, so we have put the image and also we have put the center the image. तो ये हमने image डाल दिया. Correct? Now see, interest one thing is what has happened is I have put the image now. अब मुझे इस इमेज का कैप्शन देना पड़ता है. एंड हाउ डू आई पुट द कैप्शन? डज एनीबॉडी हैव द आइडिया? तो सम पीपल विल जस्ट टाइप द कैप्शन, ऐसे हाथ से टाइप कर देंगे उसके जस्ट नीचे फिगर 1 करके. नाउ सपोज यू टाइप फिगर 1.
Reference insert
हाँ,
session. Yes.
तो
नहीं,
हाँ,
insert
तो
caption.
हाँ, इंसर्ट कैप्शन. यस, इंसर्ट कैप्शन करना है. बट सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल आपने यहाँ पे फिर से डाला, एक और फिगर डाला. ओके, लेट मी पुट सम अदर फिगर हियर. सो लेट अस सपोज हियर. ओके, नहीं. Okay, so let us suppose copy here and I'm going to come here. Let me put another image here. Some Aya. Okay, so I have put the image of Donald Duck here. Fine. Now, so I'm going to insert the caption now. So click here, right click, insert caption. This is your insert caption here. All right. So I'm going to insert caption. It is automatically there. So this is first image of Donald Duck. Okay. So I have inserted the caption. This Donald Duck image is also there. So let me put the second caption, insert legend or insert caption basically, and then second image. Okay. Now I have put these two figures now. Okay. And let us suppose किसी को ऐसा ख्याल आया कि नहीं भैया, और आपके पीएचडी सुपरवाइजर को ऐसा ख्याल आया, नहीं नहीं तुम तो यहाँ पे एक फिगर डालना भूल गए, इधर एक फिगर डालना था ना, तुम भूल गए. Now you see what is happening here. What I'm saying is that we have put this as figure 1, we have put this as figure 2, और यहाँ पे अभी मेरे गाइड बोल रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे फिगर डालना है. Now this is a big problem. मेरा फिगर 1 फिगर 2 करके चला गया और गाइड बोल रहे फिगर डालना है, तो चलो भैया डाल के देखते होता क्या है. पहले तो डाल के देखते होता क्या है. चलो, सो लेट अस गो हियर एंड सर्च फॉर अनदर इंटरेस्टिंग से टॉम एंड जेरी. एंड ओके, टॉम अभी डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन के लिए कर रहे हैं, ठीक है ना? सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम सेइंग अभी डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन चल रहा है बस. कहाँ टॉम एंड जेरी करेंगे अपने. सो नाउ लेट अस सपोज आई एम गोइंग टू पुट टॉम एंड जेरीज इमेज हियर. ओके, एंड देयर यू गो. And again, I'm going to reduce the size. That's what. And then I'm going to again insert the caption. Insert caption here, and I say Tom and Jerry, the good friends of Donald Duck. Okay, so I have put the caption now, and remember that कि भैया थोड़ी देर पहले अपन के पास figure 1 figure 2 था. And what has happened here? This is automatically become figure 3. This has automatically become figure 3. ठीक है? Now we can create a list of figures also. Okay, so how can we create a list of figures? Let us see. Okay, so again we go to the references, and there is a list of figures. Okay, so this is how the list of figures is there. So I can do the list of figures, just click on figure and I say okay. So the list of figures is appearing. दिख रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have got the list of figures. I've got the list of figures. Similarly, let us introduce some tables. Let us introduce some tables. ओके, हम टेबल घुसाएंगे. तो टेबल इंसर्ट करना बहुत आसान है. ये टेबल लिया और टेबल का ऐसे डायमेंशन चूज कर लिया. ये टेबल अपन डाल देंगे. ओके, सीरियल नंबर एंड ऑल दैट. This first column, second column, third column, and fourth column. Some table is there. Now remember, standard mechanism is टेबल का कैप्शन टेबल के ऊपर होता है एंड फिगर का कैप्शन फिगर के नीचे होता है. दिस इज द स्टैंडर्ड मेथड. सो इफ आई हैव टू insert the caption to the table, so I have to insert the caption table के ऊपर. So I'm going to, you have to go to references and then click here. Okay, so it is saying figure, so you have to say table here, and I say some random table. Okay, so the table one reference is above the table. All right, so we can also insert another table here. Let us do that. Insert on table. Okay, so insert table डालो, ये डालो. All right, so some random table f1, f2, f3. Okay, and again I am going to insert a table here. So go to references and insert caption, and there you are. So table demo. So now the thing is there. Now again you can go to the top of the document, and because you have inserted a list of figures, you can also now insert the list of tables. So just take table here and I click here. So table 1, table 2 is also visible here. Okay, so your section titles, your figure titles, your table titles, and your main document, everything is here. All right, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
अभी एक important part आया. Okay, and this will be very attractive to you. वो important part ऐसा है कि हमारे कुछ महान पंडित लोग होते हैं. वो महान पंडित लोगों को क्या चाहिए, ये जहां जहां ये टेबल आ रहा है ना, ये टेबल, और फॉर एग्जांपल ये जो लिस्ट ऑफ फिगर्स आ रहा है, तो ये लिस्ट ऑफ फिगर्स आपका, ये सपोज एक लिस्ट ऑफ फिगर्स एक अलग जगह पे आया, ये आया. ऑलराइट, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल प्लीज सी दिस, दैट दिस इज द टाइटल डॉक्यूमेंट एंड ये लिस्ट ऑफ टेबल्स है. अरे, तो प्लीज सी here, ये आप मेरा लिस्ट ऑफ कंटेंट्स है, टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट है. This is my title page. This is my table of content. This is my list of figures. So let me do that. List of figures. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to say list of tables. All right. And जहां जहां भी list of table of content है, list of figures है, वहां पे जो पेज नंबरिंग है वो रोमन में आना चाहिए. आई, ट्रिपल आई ऐसा आना चाहिए. जहां से मेरा इंट्रोडक्शन चैप्टर चालू हुआ है वहां से पेज नंबरिंग मेरा 1 2 3 4 आना चाहिए. हैव यू हर्ड दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग? मजाक.
Yes, sir.
तो ये जो मजाक है, ये मजाक कैसे किया जाता है वो मैं आपको बताने वाला हूं. ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट वी विल डू इज, first thing that we will do is we are going to insert a page number somewhere. Okay, let us try to do that. देखो बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग बात है, अभी गड़बड़ कहाँ पे होगा वो समझ लेते हैं। देखो हम लोग चाहते हैं कि भैया यहाँ से जो मेरा पेज नंबर है, ये पेज नंबर, सो नाउ यू हैव टू गो से पेज, so I'm going to insert a, oh, sorry, I'm going to insert a page number. Sorry, well, let us do that. I'm going to insert a page number here. So the page number is given as कि कौन सा कितना पेज नंबर आया यहाँ पे? Can I'm going to zoom in. This page
Five.
number is what?
5.
5.
5.
ठीक है ना? अभी पॉइंट ये है कि मुझे यहाँ पेज नंबर क्या चाहिए था?
1.
मुझे पेज नंबर 1 चाहिए था, लेकिन मैंने डाला कितना पेज नंबर? 5 डाला
5.
हुआ है. This is 5 here. I don't want page number 5 here. So how to do this? Okay, this is the main question. Okay. अच्छा, यहाँ पे please tell me, because I've inserted the page here. This is my title page. On my title page, do I want a page number?
No, sir.
नहीं चाहिए. टाइटल पेज में पेज नंबर नहीं चाहिए. और जहां से यहाँ पे रोमन पेज नंबर चाहिए. नखरे देखो आप, कितने नखरे चाहिए. हाँ, नखरे लोगों के हैं. और इधर से मुझे पेज नंबर 1 चाहिए. ओके, ये नखरे अपन को संभालने हैं, और वो नखरे कैसे संभालने वही मैं आपको बताने जा रहा हूँ. तो लेट अस समॉलिफाई दीज नखरास. लेट अस डू दैट. ओके, आई होप आई एम मेकिंग सेंस टुडे.
Yes, sir.
ओके फाइन. तो हमको क्या करना है, प्लीज सी दिस फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. देखो यहाँ पे एक आइकन दिख रहा है. आई मीन प्लीज लुक एट दिस आइकन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. पहले मैं आपको आइकन दिखा देता हूँ. ये जो आइकन दिख रहा है, ये आइकन मैं यहाँ पे पेस्ट करूंगा. आर यू एबल टू सी दिस आइकन?
Yes, sir.
ये जो आइकन दिख रहा है,
सर त्याच्यामध्ये एकच मला चेंज दिसला की जो जिमखानाचा टेबल जो आहे ना आणि ते आपण जो डेटा टाकला याचा काउन्सिलिंगचा म्हणजे
कर दिया सर मैंने म्यूट.
Anjuma. Okay, so now look at this icon here. This icon is going to help you do a lot of things, a lot of interesting things. All right. So let me remove this first of all. अरे, कहाँ गया वो? Okay, fine. So look here. Once I zoom in, okay. So once I click this on, यहाँ पे क्या दिख रहा है? You are going to see something like it is page break. Okay. Why I'm looking at a page break? I pressed. So suppose, for example, if I want to do something on the next page. Okay. So let me remove this first of all. देखो क्या है, मुझे क्या चाहिए, मुझे क्या चाहिए, यहाँ पे जो भी कंटेंट है मैं उसको नेक्स्ट पेज पे लेके जाना चाहता हूँ. ओके, सो आई वांट टू स्टार्ट दिस फ्रॉम अ न्यू पेज. दिस टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट शुड बी स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम अ new page. So this table of contents should start from a new page, and मुझे therefore I have to do some jugglery on the page formatting. So what do I have to do? Please understand. Okay, I have to go to page layout. All right, I can go to page layout. So this is page layout. You are seeing page layout. Okay, on your word you see page layout. It is page layout here. Okay. Now in page layout, you are going to use this particular icon. Okay. So let me paste the icon here. This icon. You are seeing this icon? This icon is page breaks. It is written as page breaks here. I am going to use this particular icon to insert what we call as a section break. Okay. I am going to insert a section break. Please understand this. यहाँ पे पेज ब्रेक इंसर्ट नहीं करेंगे. I am going to insert a section break, and that is going to be very, very fundamental for my formatting of the page numbers. Okay. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to insert a section break. कैसे करना है वो मैं बता दूं। इसके बाजू में जो चोंच है उसको दबाना है सबसे पहले, ये चोंच दबाइए, एंड इट सेज it is written as section break here. It will be written in the English version, the section break here. Okay, and it says section break next page. Okay, this is next page, this is continuous, this is paired page, and this is odd page. This is even page, odd page ऐसा बोल रहा है. So I am going to go to next page. तो मैं क्या करूंगा, next page में insert कर रहा हूं section break. Okay, so section break, and I say section break. So because I have done that, look here what has happened. यहाँ पे जो आ रहा है, this is a section break, right? तो मैं थोड़ा सा अगर करूंगा तो this is written as section break. Okay. Now see what has happened. I will now turn off this page break. तो क्या हो गया, ये सारे के सारे ये सेक्शन ब्रेक के बाद ये नए पेज पे आ गए. Now look, the page numbering is still 2 or not? 1 हुआ क्या सेक्शन ब्रेक से? नहीं हुआ. इसका मतलब एक काम छूट गया है मेरा और वो करना है. वो छूटा क्या, तो वो अपन देखेंगे. ओके, फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू हैव टू डू. सो लेट अस सी व्हाट वी हैव टू डू फर्स्ट. देयर आर टू थिंग्स दैट वी हैव टू डू एंड वी विल डू इट फर्स्ट. नंबर 1, number is each page, please understand, each page is linked to the previous section. Each section, जैसे मैंने अभी सेक्शन ब्रेक डाला ना, each section is linked to the previous section. Similarly, मुझे क्या करना है, यहाँ पर ये जो फिगर टेबल्स आ गए ना, ये लिस्ट ऑफ टेबल्स के बाद में मैं अगर ऑन करूंगा, you can see that page break here. Instead of doing the page break, I have to insert a section break. First of all, I will do this all insertion of section breaks together. All right. ये कौन है यार, ये एडमिट हो रहा है. Okay, now, so I am going to again go to this layout page and I am going to insert next page. So this section break is now inserted. Again, मैं अभी क्या करूंगा, पहले आप देखेंगे क्या करना है. Okay, first thing first, look at this page numbering. अभी मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं इसको ऑफ कर देता हूं, ये ऑफ कर देता. Now look at this particular number. Okay, ये 5 है ना. अभी हम क्या करेंगे, इसको डबल क्लिक करेंगे, टक टक. तो जैसे डबल क्लिक किया ना, तो here you are going to see this particular icon. This particular icon आपको दिखेगा. ओके, इसको मैं क्या करता हूं, इसको कॉपी कर लेता हूं यहां से और मैं आपको ये दिखा देता हूं. ओके, तो ये दिखता कैसा है पहले मैं बता दूं. So it is looking like this, the icon. You can see the icon. You can see this icon here. Hello.
यस सर.
तो ये जो आइकन
रहा
दिख रहा है ना, ये जो आइकन दिख रहा है, दिस मींस लिंक टू प्रीवियस सेक्शन. ओके, ये आइकन मुझे क्लिक करना है. दिस इज ऑन राइट नाउ. So what I said is right now, what I'm saying, what I was saying some time ago is each section is linked with the previous section. Link लगा हुआ है उसका, वो link तोड़ देने का. I am going to break that link. Once I break that link, it is possible to customize. तो कैसे? ओके भैया, अभी इसको रिमूव कर देते. आई एम गोइंग इनटू दैट अगेन. लुक हियर, आई क्लिक दिस थिंग, इट इज लिंक टू द प्रीवियस सेक्शन. इट हैज ब्रोकन दिस लिंक. once the link is broken once the link is broken, you can reformat the page link. तो हम क्या करेंगे, अभी देखो यहाँ पे पेज नंबर लिखा हुआ है, ये पेज नंबर, फॉर्मेट पेज नंबर, and then start at 1 and say okay. Once that, what happens? Please see what has happened. ये क्या हो गया,
पेज नंबर 1 हो गया.
पेज नंबर 1 हो गया है ये. तो अब ये पेज नंबर 1 है, तो क्या पिछला सेक्शन -1 हो गया है, माइनस या 0 हो गया है? आई डोंट नो. लेट अस गो हियर. ये तो 4 है, ये 4 है. ओके, पर ये क्या हो गया, ये फिर से 1 हो गया. ओके, नाउ again I have to do the same thing here. Remember, this section is also linked with the previous section. So Because it is linked with the previous section, I have to break that link. How do I break that link? Click here. Again, ये जो link लगा हुआ है, ये link तोड़ दो उसको, cut. So link I have broken. Once the link is broken, what do I have to do? Format of the page number. Format of page number. And see, number format. It is number format. Select the format. ये 1 2 3 चाहिए ऐसा. ये 1 2 3 चाहिए. Start at 1 and okay. So now see what has happened. ये 1, ये 2, ये 3, okay, and now it is going to start at 1 again, 2 again, okay, 1 2 चल रहा है अपना. So now please tell me whether it is clear. अब हम क्या करेंगे, ये इसको अपडेट कर सकते हैं अपन. So ये once I will come back here, I can update this table, and okay. So now look here, introduction starts at page number 1. बट हमारा जो टेबल ऑफ कंटेंट्स है या लिस्ट ऑफ फिगर्स है वो तो नहीं आए. सो लेट मी पुट द लिस्ट ऑफ फिगर्स आल्सो इन हेडिंग 1 फॉर्मेट. तो ये हेडिंग 1 कर देंगे तो आ जाएगा. तो हेडिंग 1 कर देते. नाउ प्लीज रिमेंबर, हेडिंग 1 किया तो व्हाट हैपेंस, ये 1 भी साथ में आता है. तो हम क्या करेंगे, इसको जाके ये 1 डिलीट कर देंगे. ये 1 डिलीट कर दिया. ऑलराइट, अगेन लिस्ट ऑफ टेबल्स में आए, ये हेडिंग 1 किया एंड देन ये 1 डिलीट कर दिया. So this imperative thing has to be done. Once I have deleted this, now I am going back to the table of contents again. Right click here, update the table, and I'm going to update the table. And look here, list of figures is coming in which page? Please see. कौन से पेज में आया? कौन से पेज पे आया? ये रोमन 2 आया, करेक्ट है ना? रोमन 1 कौन सा नंबर का पेज है? Roman 1 is this page. This is Roman 1. This is Roman 3. And then introduction starts from unit number. Clear हुआ?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this was all about formatting using Microsoft Word. Because I'm focusing on Microsoft Word because many of you are big fans of Microsoft software. So licensed software use कीजिए. I am using a licensed version of the software here on my laptop. So it's a purchased version. I have purchased this software. Okay. So it works very much okay. And very interestingly देखो, हमने सब कुछ देख लिया. टेबल का फॉन्ट, टेबल का ये जो कैप्शन है, ये सब करके देख लिया. टेबल कैप्शन, फिगर कैप्शन, everything we have learned together. As well as I have also told you how to manage your bibliography. Isn't it? ये क्लियर हो गया आपका आज का सेशन? What we are going to do is, I hope it is you have understood. I hope the recording is there. अनुज सर ने शायद उसको रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन करके रखा था. I believe that this session has been helpful for you. और अपन इसको अटेंडेंस ले लेते हैं आपका. अटेंडेंस जस्ट लेके I will close the session.
Thank you, sir. It is seriously very helpful, sir.
तो कोई और कुछ बोलना चाहेगा? कॉम्प्लिकेटेड था क्या नहीं था? Only
सर
21 people attended?
Zotero ऐप पे बहुत करना पड़ेगा सर, पहले हमें प्रैक्टिस फिर आएगा.
Yes. It is not very difficult, but Zotero you can use, yes.
Hello.
Okay. Okay, so thank you for attending
Hello.
the class, and I'm going to put an end to the meeting now.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah.
Asif sir, हाँ बोलिए.
Sir, actually we joined. We joined late.
हाँ.
We're
So
from
it is, the
pharmacy.
lecture is recorded. So
So
lecture is recorded. So if you are in the team, the lecture is recorded. So you can have the copy of the lecture also.
okay. So previous lecture also, if possible, please
Yeah,
share the
it is
link.
there. It is there. It is there. It is there on this Teams. So please ask
Okay.
your departmental coordinator. Basically, I will also, I guess the departmental coordinator is here right now. I guess you are in civil engineering, right?
No, I'm in pharmacy.
You are in pharmacy. So what is
Yeah.
the Mokhle sir is, I guess, Binod Mokhle sir, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So what I would ask him is basically you can ask your departmental coordinator to give you the team's ID. Okay. So the team's
Okay.
ID is there. 10 bolo na. So team's ID will be given the MGMU team's ID. So once
Hmm.
you are getting the team's ID, you will be becoming a member of this particular Microsoft Office team. And
Hmm.
once this team is accessible to you, you will have access to all the recordings. So the first thing that you do is please ask your coordinator, term work coordinator, or rather the PhD coordinator, to give you the team's ID. Okay. So anybody
Okay,
who
sir.
is huh? Hello,
Hello.
hello, hello.